John Mahal. We're going to cut it here. We're going to walk back because the only way for me to get up is behind us.
Okay guys, we're here at Jal Mahal. As you can see over here, it's the evening time and there's a lot of people around here. A lot of tourists. It's a Monday, but it's still pretty busy. People taking pictures in the traditional attires. And that's something you can do here. You can rent these attires pretty much and get your picture taken. They'll print it out for you and give it to you too. So that's something you can do here. But we're just hanging out here today, and I just wanted to make this video about John and his journey as he's traveling through India in a wheelchair and what that is like. Talk to him about his experience being in a wheelchair and traveling through India and what it's been like so far.
I'm John from Belgium. I'm 44 right now. I've been disabled for like 20 years after a motorcycle accident. And even though the first few years were a little difficult, I was very fortunate after maybe 3 years to meet a big group of local downhill skateboarders who just took me along, and we took a 3-week road trip through the Pyrenees, the French Pyrenees. We went to Lourdes and we just took off over there, and then we just camped in tents, something that's pretty impossible for anyone disabled, but I mean, we managed. I had this pop-up tent. Everything worked out. I learned to, to push the boundaries with those guys, downhill, uphill. So after that, it took a few years, and then I traveled to America on my own. But as I said before, I mean, don't get me wrong, America is a great country. You have to see it once, but I didn't really feel challenged coming back. So that's been 6 years ago.
It was a lot easier to navigate.
Yeah. There's nothing. America is 100% wheelchair accessible.
100%.
The buses, the trains.
Yeah.
You can just ride on, take a train. You don't need any help.
All the sidewalks and
everything,
stuff.
Everything. It has a ramp. The shops all have ramps.
Yeah.
But it's obligated by law in America.
Right.
If your shop isn't accessible, you can get a fine.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's been 6 years ago.
How long were you there for in America?
A month.
You just traveled there
December.
Where did you go? Like California?
Yeah, I went to California. I started in San Diego.
Yeah.
Then moved up to Los Angeles, Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Took a trip to Santa Cruz, and then my last week I spent in San Francisco to see the Red Bridge, the famous Red Bridge. And from San Francisco I came back to Belgium. That was about an 11-hour trip on the plane.
Oh, wow.
So that was 6 years ago. And this summer, you could say I was a little bit burned out, not really burned out, but bored. Since COVID, people, stay at home, get stuck in their cocoon. So I had that feeling. I started watching YouTube to travel to America again, to visit more nature parks. But the problem is, nature parks aren't really accessible. Sorry. So all of a sudden I saw this video pass by from World Nomad, and first thing I watch are sidewalks, or the sidewalks accessible. But best thing about India is everybody walks the streets.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. I can just walk the streets, right?
Yeah, even if the sidewalks are not accessible.
Yeah, just walk the streets. Everybody walks the street.
Yeah.
So then I started digging deeper. Also, I have to say, the culture, the buildings, the old buildings, really drew my attention. The people, look at the beautiful attire. I loved it. So I started watching more and more videos to get prepared, and then I just decided I'm going to go to India. Yeah. Then I had to look for my visa. That took a while, get my vaccines. Mm-hmm. And before I knew, here I was. I arrived past Sunday in Delhi. I stayed there for I think 4 days. Then I took a cab drive to Agra. That turned out a little dodgy.
Yeah.
Took me 8 hours to get there. I stayed there for a day, but I was really burned out, so I didn't really go out and visit very much. But then I traveled to Jaipur, I think 2-3 days ago. That's where I met my good friend Ashish over here, and that's given me an extra push, motivation to keep going. So yeah, here we are.
So, did you prepare did you plan out your trip before you came to India, or were you like, I'm just gonna go to these places and I'll see how it, just go where I can?
Of course, YouTube is a great thing
Yeah.
to discover where you want to go. So I had a pretty good idea of which places to go. Thing is, at first, I was really thinking about I'll just leave and figure everything out over there.
Right.
But as my departure date got closer, I actually decided to book my hotels in advance, book my planes in advance, because like a hotel, I really need an accessible toilet.
Yeah, you can't book any hotel.
That's the most important thing for us.
Was that challenging to find hotels?
Yes, because Booking.com, things like that, they always show the rooms, but they never show the accessible room. So it's always a big question mark. But I have to be honest, so far I've been very fortunate. I mean, everything's been top notch. The toilet, they had a shower I could access with my chair. However, I have to say, like in Belgium, I have a seat in my drive-in shower. So I can just push myself on the seat. I have a little cushion over there and I don't get my chair wet. Here in India, it's usually just a walk-in shower. And fortunately, I thought about that and I brought some plastic bags, big plastic bags that I can just put in my chair and then sit on them for when I need to take a shower.
Right.
Only thing I discovered now is that showering every day in your chair, it kind of puts rust in your four wheels. But in Agra, I was fortunate that the technical service had some oil to put in there. But other than that, yeah, all good.
So we're in Jaipur now, and you have a few more days here, right?
Yeah.
Are you just gonna stay in Jaipur or in Rajasthan, or after that, where are you going after?
Well, I have my plane booked already for Friday to Mumbai. So that's set. So we have a few days left here. Yeah, I want to taste the normal life here. Get some stuff for my GoPro that I might need. Yeah, I don't really know. One thing I haven't really done is check what I would do at the designated areas. So when I arrived here in Jaipur, I didn't really have an idea like Monday I'm going to do that, Tuesday I'm going to go there, because I like some freedom. Maybe one day you don't really feel like it, so that gives you some freedom to decide on the spot.
Yeah, you don't want to be constricted.
Namaste, bye. Happy Diwali.
So you're going to Mumbai next, right?
Right.
And then where else are you going to go after that? South, Kochi, and
yeah, 5 days Mumbai. I saw a video from Ride with Gabi visiting the slums. So that's really something I'd like to see.
that's something I
because
haven't seen either. So, and I'll be in Mumbai around the time, so maybe we'll meet up and hopefully we can do that video, go to the slums, and that should be interesting to see.
Yeah. And I mean, not to see people in poverty. What draws me to it is even though those people have a hard time, they're all busy. They recycle, they do whatever they can to get by. It's not like
they're not sitting around. They have jobs and they have things to do.
When you go to America, there's a lot of homeless people as well. but they just lie on the streets.
They're not doing much.
They're intoxicated, whatever. They're not clean at all. But when you see the slums, those people are productive.
Yeah.
They may not make a lot of money, but they do stuff.
They don't look like what you would imagine
Yeah, exactly.
people from slums to look
Exactly.
like. So it's going to be an
Exactly.
experience for sure. So how long do you have left in India?
Well,
how many?
after Mumbai, I should fly to Kochi for 5 days. Then from Kochi, thing is, I was actually going to go from Kochi to Kolkata, and then after Kolkata, I'd move up to Varanasi. But as we looked to book plane trips, it appears that national airlines don't really take disabled people very often.
Oh,
I
yeah.
suppose it's because it's small planes
Yeah.
and with stairs and stuff. So actually, I had to change my itinerary, and now I'm going from Kochi. I'm flying back to Mumbai. Then from Mumbai, I'm flying to Varanasi. I'm going to spend 5 days over there, and then the plan is to stay there 5 days. And I want to go to Kolkata, but again, because I can't take a straight flight, I have to
that
go
makes
back
it
to
hard.
Delhi. I have to go back to Delhi, stay there a night, and then get
Book
my
another
plane
flight.
to Kolkata. Yeah.
That's something I didn't know, that you can't. I just assumed that all planes would be wheelchair friendly. Even if it's a domestic flight, they would have some way of taking you. But I guess that's not the case, huh?
No. I think it's because the smaller planes, where you just walk up the stairs, where
Yeah.
they put you in. But the planes that I take, they all have the tunnel.
So other than India and the U.S. and France, have you traveled anywhere else?
Oh, I've been in Tunisia
Tunisia?
for a week before, but that seemed very artificial, you know.
Yeah, why is that?
The hotels, the buildings, they all are in the old style, but
Yeah.
it's actually new.
Oh.
It's touristy. They do it for the
Oh,
tourists.
it's like renovated and
not even renovated.
No?
They just build a new building and they make it look like an old building.
oh.
Yeah,
Oh, so
the-
they're new, but they're built in the old style.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Also, at the docks there was this pirate ship. You could go on and take a tour, but the ship, it's all new. It's not old. So I mean, that was like a typical, how do you call it, hotel vacation, all in one, cheap. But no, that didn't appeal to me very much. Other than that, I've been to Rome for a week. Now that was a great experience, because what a lot of people don't know is that in Rome, all all touristic places like the Colosseum, it's all the museums, all the old places, they're actually free for disabled people.
They're free. Oh,
Yeah, you don't pay. So that saved me about 400 or 500 euros in the end.
So, how's your experience been in India so far? For like somebody else who might be disabled, who might be thinking about traveling, what is the experience like?
Well, people the people are super friendly. I mean, there's always exceptions, but you have that everywhere, right? But people are super friendly, always offering to help you. They just helped me a while back there
Yeah,
to
just
get
to get
down.
over here, right?
Yeah, to get over here. When you say hi, they always happy. They reply. I've never felt unsafe, in danger from people, even in traffic. If you watch what you're doing. I mean, I've been here now for a week, and I've never had like a cold sweat break out, because I was like only in Old Delhi, but that was inside the car, because there was like super hectic, super chaos, and the thought that, you know, if something would happen to me, you couldn't get out, you know. But those are thoughts you just shouldn't have ever.
So if you don't go into like really busy places like Old Delhi, it's a lot easier than to like navigate and go around.
Honestly, I haven't had any problems yet. Of course, if you need things from stores, like I'll probably need some things from the pharmacy during my trip. and I'm already prepared that the pharmacy might have 3 steps.
Yeah.
But you know, I can just call out to the guy,
Right.
or ask somebody for help in the street. The first sentence I learned before getting here was "Ki aap meri madad kar sakte ho," which means "Can you help me?" So I mean, it doesn't stop me. In Belgium, there's also stores in my own city, fish stores, where I can get in, and I just wave in the window and they come out and take your order there. So that doesn't stop me to take trips like that.
Yeah.
That shouldn't stop you.
That's nice, man. And are you gonna go somewhere else after this, or are you going back home for a while and take a break, or what's your plans after?
Haven't really got any plans after that.
No plans.
But I'm sure by the end of this trip,
Yeah.
you know, as I'm starting vlogging also, you know, I wonder how successful my channel may be. I hope to motivate other disabled people to do things like that also, because you know, I won't lie, it can be hard, you know. You're tired in the end of the day, your back hurts, your shoulders hurt, even mentally. As I said before, I had a bad cab experience. It can weigh on you, but if you can just push through and stick it out and do the whole trip for a month, I mean, you come back in Belgium and you're like 1 feet taller, you know. So people, that's the point of life, you know. You have to find ways to grow as a person and
push yourself.
Yeah, push yourself.
Yeah.
I was actually very glad that you were with me for these few days. You taught me a lot of things. You helped me out a lot of times, booking cabs, things like that, telling me what apps to use, what not to do. Like before I came here, I was actually planning on doing some street food, but you told me I should really stay away because in our situation, in a wheelchair, it's really not a good idea to get sick.
Yeah, it's not wise to risk it, because you may not get sick, but you don't want to risk it, because if you do, it can be really bad.
Yeah, thing is, let's say I get, to say it properly, problems with number 2, you know, just the day you have to take an airplane. I mean, that would be problematic, really problematic.
It's always better to stay away from all that instead of, you know, risking getting sick, especially when you have to travel by yourself.
All you really need is water.
Yeah.
It's still the best thing. Just drink a lot of water, hydrate, 2-3 liters a day. Namaste, bye. Hydrate. Before I left, I went to the pharmacy. I'm well prepared. Should I get sick, I got some.
You got all the meds.
I got some antibiotics.
Oh yeah. That's
I also advise everybody who comes here to bring some kind of fiber pills that you just take in the morning. Things like that all facilitate coming here.
It's really a pleasure hanging out with you, and you know, to see that somebody who's in a wheelchair and has all these struggles just moving around can still do these things that most people, you know, want to do, but they're too afraid to do it, or whatever reason they have in their head that they tell themselves, oh, I can't do it for this reason. But yeah, you should go check out his adventures on his channel, because he's making videos documenting his trips through India. He's been making videos so far, and he's going to continue making videos, so go check it out. I'm going to have the channel in the description and in the pinned comment below. So yeah, it's good to talk to you, John, and
yeah, brother, my pleasure.
we're gonna hopefully catch up again in Mumbai.
Yeah, I really hope
I mean,
so.
we definitely will, but hopefully we can make some videos too.
And worst case scenario, we'll stay in touch.
Yeah.
My buddy's moving to Texas.
Yeah.
When?
In December.
In December.
Yeah, beginning of
so,
December.
you know, that's another destination for me to go to.
Yeah.
Okay?
We can definitely do some stuff in Texas and make some
yeah.
food videos.
Haven't been, over there we can. Over there we can.
Yeah, we can eat there. We don't have to worry about it. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for this video from Hawa Mahal. I think we're going to head back now. It's been a long day of walking around, and you can see the other video I have where we were searching for sugarcane juice. That's what it was all about. But yeah, So
We
I'll
did
see you
We did
guys.
find it in the end.
Yeah, we did find it. So I'd given up because I didn't really expect to see it because we walked through all the touristic places, we couldn't see it, but we just found it when we just gave up and
Weren't
stopped looking for it. Yeah. So that was the key. So if you want to find something in India, you just gotta stop looking, and you'll find it. We'll see you guys in Mumbai.
Cheers, guys.